Hi, I'm here at Zipatoni with Sharon Ayres, and just hanging out, just relaxing, soaking up all this positive energy around here. And how's everything?
And good karma.
And good karma.
That's what we're famous for here, good karma.
Yeah, right when I walked in, I felt like I was
You felt
reborn
relaxed.
in a way.
That's what we're looking for. Sitting under the giant tomato.
That's right. Yeah, I really like the setup you guys got here. Looks like a great place to work. Very fun. She has all these games to play, Got a bar in the back.
Foosball, ping pong, bar in the back.
Pretty much the dream job.
Yeah, it's early this morning, so most of our people are in the kitchen having coffee and bagels.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Later on in the day, though, and especially toward the end of the week, the bar will become more of a hangout.
Right.
And get the jukebox cranking and,
Start partying.
get our weekend off to a good start.
Nice.
Okay, so like up in this area, we have like our interactive team that's all over there. We work like Dryers is one of our big interactive clients. We did a thing for Dryers where they wanted to expose their ice cream to kids and kind of reach them from a different level. So we created a website for them. It was called Cone Factory. And all of the kids could go on. It was sort of like a Sim City, except it was an ice cream cone factory. And they could go on and create different ice creams, and then they would have to send their cleaners in at night and clean up the,
Wow.
shut down things and clean it up, and then they would have to estimate what they needed to buy if they wanted to create like chocolate chip, or peanut butter ice cream or something. They would have to go, well, how much peanut butter do I need to buy? And it was just sort of a learning tool for them.
Right.
So it's not just that we're sticking signs on top of stuff that you're, looking at in the stores. It's, really brand awareness is what we're trying to create. So we have what we call like a Gen Y kit, which would be this little box, and all of these, we sort of fill these up with different, information and, kind of the latest and greatest, fads. What do teens, like? What kind of movies do they like? What do they do on the internet? And then all the stuff kind of sits in there. So sometimes if we're wanting to, show a client what we know about teens.
What does that symbolize?
Miller in vitro. This is where we have meetings if like you're really lazy. Those late in the day meetings. You drag out all those bean bags over there. Lay around here in the little bean bag area.
Amazing.
Then we have an orange shag carpet area over there.
Is it David Hasselhoff?
I'm not sure who's on there. Let's just keep going, guys. We also have an office in Chicago that's much like this, although not quite as big. So here's the little tribute to our Chicago folks.
Oh, okay. But is one or the other the headquarters, or are they both
No, this
just
is
kind
our
of
headquarters.
equal? Okay.
Here's some fire extinguishers in case of emergency. Yeah.
You never have too many?
And I can show you my boss's snow globe collection because he'll be excited.
Oh my God.
Is the boss's on?
Yeah, this is the boss's office with all the snow globes.
Holy cow.
These are his boxing gloves for employees that get out of line. And the whip for those that he likes. No. Not hard. This is what we do all day here. We kind of made this little room area, what we call like our Gen Y room, which is like our teenagers. Really like Gen Y can be like, I think it is like from 7 to 17 or so, but this is sort of targeting teenagers. We come in here and have meetings or think about ideas and stuff. Try to kind of get in touch with where teens are, what they like. So this is kind of set up like their latest things.
That reminds me of Big. When he comes in, he's just like
Oh,
playing
yeah.
with the toys and
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, I don't get it.
That sucks.
Yeah, this is a dumb toy. How about we have a better
There
toy?
was one guy that came in here, and I think he brought his nephew and his son and his nephew, and they were looking around, and they only came in for a few minutes. It was one of my bosses, and he said, "Okay, kids, are we ready to go?" And then one little nephew goes, "I didn't get to ride on anything." We don't have rides here.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep you posted if we get that slide in.
That'd be cool.
Slide right down from the third floor down to the bar.
Okay, do a little thing while we're on the way. Like, we got to guess what this next room is supposed to be. All right?
Right.
Just turn around and look at the camera. Just kind of.
Guest room.
Guess what type of a room this is? If you were going to come in here and you were going to think about who would you think would be in this room? Who would you think this room? What does this room make you think of? Who does it make you think of? Does it make you think of your dad?
Not so much.
Make you think
I
of.
was thinking more like.
I gotta go. Get your shoes.
Right. Is this, I guess?
It's
The mom.
The
room.
mom
The
room.
mom
It's
room.
the mom room. The mom's
That's the,
minivan. She's on the go. She's got the kids in the car.
She's got the
Oh,
cleaning products.
Yeah,
you know.
she's taking care of everybody.
minivan.
She's got the calendar.
What kind of diapers would mom like?
Mom would want Huggies, of course.
Right. Right. You know.
And what would mom do? Mom would clip those coupons.
Right. What looks good? You know, like when I'm looking at all this,
What's
first thing I see
this?
is burger,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I'm hungry for a burger. Whoa, save $1.
That's what mom wants, yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
I had a great time here. We're just sitting at the bar, relaxing now, having a couple drinks. It's been a long day.
Winding up the day.
Right,
It's a
winding
long
up the
day
day.
of foosball. And the ping pong is what really wears you out.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna take a nap after this. So, you know, thank you once again, Sharon.
Thank you.
It's,
Glad you guys came out.
yeah.
Come by anytime.
Thank you. Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Cheers.